G'day, welcome back to Dad versus Son, and we're going on with the new scenario, which is from the World Board Game Championships of 2014, Operation Compass between the Italians and the Brits um, in Tobruk. So basically the Italians have got Tobruk and the Brits are going to try and shove them out. This scenario I got from Board Game Geek in the Combat Commander European files section, so you can get it out of there if you wish. So let's have a look over here, and what we have is it's 1941. The victory point marker starts on 2 VPs for the Axis. The time is 2, sudden death 7. Axis and Allies are both line with 3 each. And you'll see that I've got the control markers here for the objectives. And that was a suggestion by Crankbait. He said this is what he tends to do, so it frees up the board a bit. So I'm going to try it out. So, we've got objectives 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the Italians have them all. The Allies have the initiative. Objectives. Okay, so I drew objective M as the open. So objective 5 is worth 3 VPs, so I'll give that 1, 2, 3 to the Italians because they hold it at the moment. The Brits had an open objective for their draw as a random, and objective 5 is worth 10 VPs. So now the poo heads, the Italians have got 15 victory points, and the Italians have a secret objective which I'm not aware of and won't be until the end of the game or it gets revealed. Right, so setup will be Axis from the top of the board 8 hexes down, and Allies from the bottom 2 hexes up. Axis will set up first, Allies last. Surrender is 7 for the Allies and 6 for the Allies and 7 for the Axis. And the Allies have first turn. So we're back here to map 24 again, which makes it nice and easy. And this time the Italians have got it rather than the Indians, the British Commonwealth. So it's a little bit of a reverse. So the first thing that's going to happen, though, is we have Special Rule 1, which is rough terrain. So prior to setup, we place 3 trenches and 3 foxholes in a cup. And then starting with the Axis player, we alternate drawing them out and placing them. And they can be placed on any level 0 or level 1, which is the lighter tan here. Righto, so here's my draw. Turn it this way so I can't see, you can't see. Axis are first, and they draw a foxholes. So we already have to start looking at what their intent is going to be to hold. So where do we want to put the foxholes? So we want to stop what happened when the Italians and the Indians were playing, with the Italians just sweeping up here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those foxholes right there. And that will help to act as a speed bump for anybody trying to run up the back here. Okay, so the Brits get a trench. Righto. So where do they want to put their trench? So basically anywhere in the 9th or 10th row. Okay, so what I'm going to do to start with is I'm going to put it down here in 09. Now my idea for that is I'll probably put my mortar in there so I can pop smoke and so forth up as I try and maybe run up here as the Brits. Don't know. We'll see. Next one. For the Axis, and they get a trench. Right. So what I think I'm going to do with them is use this as a blocking force here in F6, because that has a good line of sight to all of this area. So even if they split forces, the British split forces, we should be able to cover a lot of the ground from here. Righto, Brits. And they get foxholes. Right. Okay. What to do? What to do? Okay, I'm going to be cheeky and I'm going to stick our foxholes right here on M9. And that's going to give us a jumping off point up that way. So we can sit there waiting for an advance or a move order which can move us up here and do that, I think. Yep. Righto. Axis will get foxholes, which means the Brits get the last trench. Okay. So Axis first, foxholes. Excuse me. What do they want to do? What do they want to do? Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. What do they want to do? And I think what we're going to do is we're going to put it right there in I7. So this will help again with this way, this way. Good. I'm happy with that. Righto, so the next thing is we set up the Axis forces, followed by the British forces. Oh, sorry, I've got the trench for the POMs to go in as well. Okay, so do I make this a one or a two-sided attack? And I'm going to make it a two-sided attack. I'm going to put this trench here in E9 and do it that way. Righto, so I'm going to pause it there. I'm going to set out the Italians, and they have Sergeant Ottolini, Sergeant Marcello, 8 squads, 2 LMGs, 1 medium, and a bunker. And I'll tell you now, straight away, the bunker is going up here on number 1. Okay? And the reason for that is that it's going to stop a lot of shit coming up this way, and it still has a good fire over this way, and even if they come up and get around and up here, he can still shoot along this way. So I think that's a damn fine place for it. So there you go, POMs. You already know where the bunker is. I don't care. That's why I place these foxholes here to cover it. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to pause it there. I'll set up the troops and then we'll come back. Back shortly. Okie dokie. So I've set them up and this is what we've got. I've put a squad in the trench here with the medium machine gun, so it has a good range of fire. I've put Sergeant Marcello and a squad here with 2 squads in here, and that is because there is no line of sight from this trench up to there. Okay, I was banking on them not putting anybody further around who could do that. Okay, so I've got Sergeant Ottolini here with a unit and the light machine gun. Another squad here with a light machine gun and another squad here. And then this is a backup squad here. For the Brits, I've got Sergeant Hawes in here with a guards squad, a weapons team and an LMG in the trench. Here I have a line squad, a weapons team and the light mortar in the trench. And here in the foxholes I have Sergeant Casey, a guards squad, a line team with an LMG, a line squad and team and 2 line squads. So this is my assault force effectively. This is my cover force, hopefully with smoke, and this is my flanking force as a bit of fire support. So the first thing that's going to happen is we now do Special Rule 2, which is the pre-attack airstrikes. After setup, the Allied player selects a hex within line of sight of an Allied leader, then using a shuffled fate deck conducts a 10 firepower fire attack against that hex. Okay. So I'm going to go from Sergeant Hawes here, and we are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 to there into the bunker and see what happens. Okay, so 6. Yay! We're not doing any of the wow. Any of the die roll triggers. So, yes, it hits. Now, it is a airstrike. It's not artillery, so it hits here. And it's hitting for 10 plus 11 is 21 today. Okay, so the attack total is 21, and it's only against this hex, being an airstrike as far as I can see. The Axis player makes the fire defense roll or rolls. No, so it does, the usual. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do the normal. So we're hitting 21 for here. Okay. Now if so destroy a fortification in a bombarded hex if the artillery impact roll is exactly 10 for a 10 power. Okay. And it's not. I got too much. Righto. So the first one that's going to be hit is, we'll have a look at this guy. So we have 7, 8, 9, and 6 is 15. And they have 9 is 24. And we only had 21 today. So Sergeant Ottolini is 8 and 6 is 14 plus 10, 24. Okay, so Sergeant Ottolini didn't want to get hit. Okay, we'll start up here, and we have 10 plus 2 is 12, and so we have 7. He's safe on 13. This one here, we have 10 plus 6 is 16, and he is 7, 8, 9, 10, and 4, so he's hit. And he doesn't want to be hit. Here we go. And then the last one is this one here, who is hit for 10 plus 9 is 19, and he is on 10 plus 8, so he is hit as well. So better than nothing, that's for sure. Okay, so we shuffle up the decks again, and then it is the Brits' turn. Okay, it's the Brit deck done, and the Italian deck done. Okay, so Brits get 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the Italians get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. Okay. The Brits have a fire, an artillery denied, useless to them, a command confusion, half useful, a recover, which is always useful, a rout, meh, and another one. Okay. So realistically, we don't have anything to move with, which is a bit of a pain. So what we might try to do then is, we've only got the one fire. Bugger, bugger, boo, bum. Okay. Righto. Righto. Okay, so I'm going to use this fire order. Am I? Hang on a tick. No, I'm not. Wait, first. I'm going to use this rout first. I'll do this one first, so it's a 9. So he's safe. And this one, which is a 9. And he's safe. Right. Next thing I'm going to do then is the fire as my second order. And I'm going to activate Sergeant... No, I'm not. I'm going to activate the mortar, and I'm going to try and put down smoke on the bunker here. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uphill is 6. Oh, God, and I'm throwing it away. And we have 18. So it hits for smoke there. Let's see what smoke we get. High number, high number, high number. 1. Not a high number. Okay, well, I suppose it cuts him down by 1. Okay, what else have we got then? Nothing, 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 nothing. That's all the Brits can do. They get 2 cards to replace, and it's the Italians. And they have a fire with a demo, a move, and a fire. So, of course, they're going to keep their fires, and they're simply going to... See, both these moves are crossfires. But that's fine. The fire is more important than the move, crossfire. So I'm going to get rid of those 2, get 2 more cards. So for the Italians, what I really want are fire and recovers, and anything that is good for a defender. And for the Poms, I really want recovers, fires, moves, advances, and anything else. Yeah, it's going to be a bit that way. Righto, so the Brits picked up a fire and a move, which is good. So they've got a fire, a move, and a recover that they can use. I still don't really want to move when I've only got 1 fire, though, and 1 recover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this card, and I am going to get rid of this one at the moment. Now, I know marksmanship's on it, which is handy, but at the moment, I'd really rather keep that so that, if possible, I can put down some more foxies. So that's 2 cards down for them, 2 cards back, and we're back to the Italians, who have 2 fires, a pillbox, and a fire ambush. Righto. So this is wonderful for them if I fire into an objective, because they can put a pillbox in there. Okay, so they're going to fire. So they're going to use this fire, and they are going to do something. What are they going to do? They are going to fire with this machine gun here straight down to this bloke here. Okay, so it is 6 plus 1 is 7 into here, plus 7 is 14, which isn't quite to be sneezed at, and he is 7 and 8 is 15. You got away with it. Okay, that's all they want to do. They'll get their card back, and now the Brits have another recover and move. So, okay, now we can do something. Let's come over here. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to fire. And they're going to fire the mortar again. 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. So it's 5 because it's going uphill. And 5 6s are 30, so that's great. More smoke. And this time we have, 9. That's what I was after. Right. So, yes, it makes it awfully difficult, but I can run up here now, and anything he's trying to do has a hindrance of 9 coming down. So I'm going to use this as my second order and move, and I'm going to activate Sergeant Casey and the Sunshine Band over here. So the first unit that's going to move is going to be this line team, who's going to go a 1 like that. They're moving together, stuff it. So they're moving together like that. Ba, ba, ba. And the Italians have 3 fire actions, orders. Well, I suppose they're actions for them this time. So if they were going to shoot with Sergeant Ottolini and his tribe, he would be shooting for 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 effectively down. You can't see them at the moment, but 7 plus 1 is 8, and he's going through smoke 9. So, not a great bloody thing. So, no, he's not going to do anything. So they've gone 1 to there. They go 2, 3 to there. And they go 4 to there. Okay. This line unit is going to go 1, 2 to here. Do they want to shoot? Still, from here is going to be going through the 9. From here, can they get a shot in? And the answer is no. Yes. Yes, they can, because they're on the same height, same elevation. So they are going to, and they're going to use this fire action, shooting here. So it's for 6, plus 1 is 7 to here. 7 plus 3 is 10, but they're jammed. And they are 7 plus 5 is safe. So they move forward 1 more. Okay, so that's 2, that's 3. He can still shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hang on, he couldn't shoot before, could he? Doesn't matter. He could, but it still didn't do any good. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he can't shoot. And then he's going to stay there. Okay. Now, these are all going to... No, they're not. The guards unit is going to move and go 1 forward to here. 2 forward to there. The light machine gun will go forward to here. And Sergeant Casey is going to go forward to there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 to there. This line unit will move up here for 1, 2, 3. Right, so that's their move. Now, do they want to move anything else? And the answer is, do we want to start sneaking up here? But then he can, oh no, he can't. But yeah, no, we don't want to. At the moment, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I'm probably already in the poo, but that's all do. Okay, so we take 2, and we're back to the Italians who have 2 fire actions, or 2 fire orders now, and their artillery denied. Hidden pillbox. So what do they want to do now? So if he tries to fire out again, it's a hindrance of 9. So he doesn't want to waste his fire. He doesn't want to waste his fire. He's only got a range of 1. He will have a hindrance of 9 no matter what he does. Okay, so what does he want to do? Wow. Okay, look, I don't want to throw that card away at the moment. I really don't want to throw that away at the moment. I know it's not doing much, but the potential of that card for the Italians is huge. I don't want to use this one in case the British get something. So I'm going to use this card, and even though it's a bit of a waste, what we're going to do is we're going to shoot from here down to here. Okay, so we have 4, 5, 6, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So we have 6, 7, 8, minus 1 is 7 down to here. So we have 7 plus 7 is 14. And the event is sappers. You may remove 1 mines or wire. There are no mines or wire. Okay, so into here. And the first one is going to be the weapons team, which is sitting on 13. Plus 12. So they're safe. So we're up to time 3. The Italians are up to 16 victory points. I'll shuffle up the Brit deck. And we have our dig in that we can use as the Brit. Yeah, sorry. Okay, that's the Brit deck done. The Italians do not have a dig in. The Brits have 1, which they're going to use, this one here. And they are going to place foxholes here for Sergeant Casey. Just like that. Okay, so this guy was safe. So now this one is 7, 8, 12, plus 5 is 17. He only needed to beat 14. And 8 and 4 is 12, plus 6 is tons as well. Righto, so that's all the Italians want to do at the moment. So they go 2 new cards. Now the Brits, they have 2 recovers, 1 move, 1 route, and 1 fire. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to try and route this guy out of there. Okay. Can we do that? Is route affected by hindrance or just by cover? I ask, I do. Route. Route. 023. Let's have a look. Activation. Yep, that's fine. Roll for each unit. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. A route roll can have one of three effects, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so if the roll is less than, yeah, well, the roll is equal if the roll is greater. So any command and or cover modifiers. Well, hindrance is not a cover modifier, is it? Is it classed as a hindrance? Terrain that affects attacks going through, never into or out of, except the smoke. Okay, so it is a terrain. It is not a cover. Yeah. Righto. So we're going to try and route them. So we're going to try and route this guy first. So that is 6, 7, 8, 9. And we have an event. And the event is breeze. Remove all smoke. Ah, bugger. Remove all smoke. Right. Then I think the only thing we should do then is we should now fire. So we're going to do this Blake first. Sorry. So that was, he hasn't been done yet. Hang on, what have I got here? 7. So no, it was not enough to route him. Now we try and route him. And we get 8, which is not enough to route him either. So now we are going to fire. Sorry, that was my fire card. It was the wrong card. It was 7 again. So it's still not enough. And we get the hero. Sorry about that. I was, I don't know what I was doing other than being a twit. Okay, so I'm going to put the hero here with this guards and light. So now we are going to do our fire. And we are going to fire with the hero here. So they're going to fire for 5, 6, 7 into there. Is that enough, I ask? Or do we fire from here? No, that'll do. So we're firing for 7 plus 10 is 17. Okay, and this is starting to get a bit long. We are not firing into that. Nobody's moved. No, there is nothing. Okay, so we have 17 into here, and he is 9, and they have nothing to help. 9 and 6, 7 is 16, which is 1 short, so they are gone. So that's an LMG and their first unit, and they lose 2 VPs. Right. And we rejoiced. Yay! Right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to use a move action order. That's our third order for the day. And we're going to move our hero and see what happens. Okay, so our hero is going to go 1 to there. Okay, now what do the What do they want to do? And I think they are going to fire. So Sergeant Ortolini and his mob here. So it's going to be a 6, 7 into here. 7 plus 8 is 15. And he is a 9 plus 7 is 16. And the event is you may remove 1 mines or wire marker. There are none at the moment. So then he's going to move into the foxholes. And the first thing that they're going to do is they're going to go, hidden mines. Woo, 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 woo. Now, can they do that? Can you put mines into a foxhole? That's my question. Mines, mines, mines. Yeah, so you should be able to, because the cover for any mines attacks is automatically 0. So it's, well, it is a fortification, isn't it? And you're only allowed 1 fortification. Pooh. So no, I don't think they can. Okay, they can't. So we're not going to do that, but we're going to shoot anyway. So again, what we have is 6, 7, now we have 8. We have 9 into here. 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus downhill is 10, which we forgot last time. Okay. So we have 10 into there, plus 10 is 20, and he is a 9 plus 3, which means he is a hit. And that is all the Brits can do. Okay. So it is the Italians' turn. They have stuff. What do they want to do? Now, they don't really want to care. They don't really care about shooting at him at the moment. For the simple fact is he doesn't give them any victory points. So we don't really care. What do we want to do? Okay, so we have 2 artillery cards. One gives us a hidden pillbox, and one gives us hidden mines. And the way these mobs coming up at the moment, the hidden mines is not really going to help us a great deal. So I'm going to actually get rid of that one. It could be the wrong mistake, or the wrong card. It could be a mistake, but I don't know. Righto, so the Brits held on to 2 recovers, and they have an advance, a fire, a rout, and a rout. Okay. So what do I want to do? Okay. First thing I want to do is I want to recover. I'm going to recover Smythe here. And he's a 12. So yes, easy. Like that. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to route them. So this one here. So it's a 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, he's safe. And the last thing I am going to do at the moment is I am going to fire. And I'm going to activate who? I am going to I'm going to activate Sergeant Casey. I'm going to try and blow this bloke away. So we activate Casey again, and the Sunshine Band, and we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 into there. Okay, so 12 plus 8 is 20. And he has 6, 7, 8, 9. And he has concealment, which would take me down to 17. So he's going to do that. He's going to use this concealment, which takes the attack down to 17. And he is sitting there for 9. Is that right? So he needs an 8. Is that a good bet? Is it a good bet? That means he needs an 8. So he's got a sort of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's only just above sort of, it's around 30% chance. It's not very good odds, is it? But if I don't do anything, then he doesn't have a hope in hell, really. Okay, we're going to do it. So we're hitting for 17. He is currently sitting on 9. And it's not enough. And it gives him to 14. So he's gone. Okay, and they drop 2 more, so they're down to 12 VPs. That card is gone. Okay, they've all fired, so they can't do any more. We've done 3 orders, so the Brits can't do any more. 1, 2, 3, and okie dokie. So, the Italians have their hidden pillbox artillery denied. They have a fire card and they have a rout. The rout is no good. The fire they want to keep in case somebody moves. So I'm just going to get rid of the rout. And they get 2 more cards. Okay, so the Brits have recover, advance, rout, fire, artillery, and recover. Okay. I was really hoping for another advance, but you take what you can get. So what do I want to do? I ask, I do. So what's he got in here at the moment? He's got 6, 7, 8. He has got 8. He has 8. Right. So what I am going to do is I am going to fire. And I'm going to fire the mortar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 6 going uphill, looking for smoke. And it does nothing. 3 times 1 is only 3. So, no. Somebody missed the tube again. The next thing we're going to do is we will advance. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to advance. I'm activating Sergeant Casey and his people. I'm going to advance this line into here and this team into here. Then on top of that I can advance this one up to here, the guards up to here, and this one to here. Okay, that's 2 orders. I have 1 more order I could give and I have nothing to do. So that's that. 2 more for the Brits. And we will do the Italians' turn, and I keep forgetting the time, and then I will call it quits there. Okay? So The Italians have their artillery denied a fire, and a command confusion. So I think what they're going to do is fire. That sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? Okay, so they're going to fire. They are going to activate whom? Need to try and chew these up a bit in case they get another advance, don't we? Okay, so we're going to shoot into here. So it will be 6, 7, 8, 9, plus 1 is 10 into here. And they have nothing to help. So it's 10, 16. Righto. Now the Brits have nothing to help. So this one first is 7, 8, 9, 10. And 10 is 20. He's safe. 7, 8, 9, 10 again. And 9. He's safe. And 9, 10, 11, 12 for Smythe. And he's safe. Okay. What else do they want to do? And I think the answer is nothing.